Guys, so welcome back to my channel, and I want to thank all the new subscribers that I've gained on this channel. This is a fairly new channel that I've opened up because I do have another main channel that I kind of keep all my hauls like makeup, candles, shopping, days out, that type of thing really. So if you want to go and subscribe to my main channel, you're very welcome, but it is more geared towards just shopping hauls and just general everyday life things, you know, necessities, clothes and makeup and things. But I am from the UK, very magical country, with the most magical country in the world, I would say, is England, steeped in mystery and legends and just everything good. So let me first of all tell you a little bit of the area that I live in as well. I live in the country. It's kind of countryside slash the ocean, seaside. I live very much near King Arthur's castle and Merlin's cave, close to the Witches Museum in Boscastle, which is the biggest museum or the largest collection of witchcraft artifacts. So yes, I live in that area, so feel free to Google that. My family, some of my family were born in Cornwall. My mother was born in Cornwall. So yeah, very traditional Cornish. And if you Google Cornish or the Cornwall in England, it's where King Arthur's castle is, Merlin's cave originated from. They still now believe in the pixies and the fairies, and very, very magical place. Very magical place. Saying that, I don't live too far from Stonehenge either. It's like a 2 or 3 hour drive, which I've visited. Yeah, so that's just a little bit of my background. I'm going to get more into this on a whole different video, probably open up a topic on beliefs and my bloodline and things like that. I will say this is all natural to me. I was kind of born like this, so yeah. The main reason why I'm making this video is because I have seen a couple of videos. I believe one was Sweet Susie. I think that's her name, Sweet Susie, yeah. She was kind of asking about the year and the day, how you incorporate these practices into your life. She's a new witch, and you know, how you give protection to your children, and about setting up altars and so on and so on. First of all, I want to say something about the year and a day. I'm not really all for that, and I'll give you my reasons why. That's another thing with me. I won't just say, oh no, I don't like this or don't like that or I love it. I will always give you my reasons why and explain it to you. If you do a year and a day, that is good for you. Crack on. Nothing against it whatsoever. It can help some people. It can give some people a sense of belonging. Like, I've done the year and a day, now I feel like a witch and I'm qualified, and that's basically all I think a year and a day is. It's more of a Wiccan thing as well. Which, that's not for me, that side, which, if you are, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that either. Some Wiccan books are good to read for starting off. But yeah, getting back to the topic, the reason why I wouldn't recommend a year and a day is because you cannot learn everything in a year and a day. It's not going to give you some, yes, I've done my year and a day, now I know everything. this field is thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years back. You cannot possibly learn everything in a year and a day. You can get to know the basics, the feel of the religion, spirituality / whatever. You can kind of get to know where you're going, maybe a feel of the road that you want to take, the path that you want to take. So it maybe is good to open you up to say, okay, am I going to be eclectic? Do I want to be solely Wiccan or pagan or Christian that believes in one God but believes in the spirituality side as well and the nature side and things like you get where I'm going. You can then know exactly what road you want to take. For me personally, not all pagans are witches, not all witches are pagans or Wiccans and things like that. Witch basically is just a witch doctor back in the day that was a natural healer, used the natural elements and, you know, incorporated the spirituality as well. So you could be a Christian witch, you could be a Muslim witch, Jewish witch, you could be a witch, pagan witch, Wiccan witch, whatever. So witch is kind of a term of a lifestyle. It's not exactly a side of the religious side, let's say. I think I explained that. Okay. There are some people that are Christian witches, which, to me, that's fine. But some people, it really gets on their nerves because they're like, well, Christianity and witchcraft don't go. That's just rubbish, because I think you can be anything. To be honest with you, you can be any religion. You can be a Hindu witch, whatever you want to be. That's basically incorporating your spirituality and lifestyles to whatever you want to make it. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to quickly pause the video for a second there. So yeah, I was explaining about mainstream religions, like one God believing religions, and incorporating it with spirituality. Now, like I said, I don't see anything wrong with that. You get some people that believe in one God. They don't believe in all the gods and goddesses. They just believe in the one creator. But they have the spiritual side of it as well, which I will explain more into depth in another video, because that's a very deep topic to get into, and the way I'll explain it will make sense. So you have some people that believe in one God but then take forms of the gods and goddesses just as different traits or different sides of personality of the one God, which many people think Hinduism, they believe in thousands of gods and stuff like that. Actually, they don't. Hinduism mainly believe in one God. That's shocked you. I know you're thinking, what? One God? But yes, they believe in the one God, but they have forms of Hare Krishna and all the different gods and goddesses that they have in their temples, because they believe that's different personalities of the one God. Like there's they'll believe in a goddess for when God makes it rain or you're happy. That's just the way they portray the different personalities of the one God. So I hope that's explained with that field. So there's kind of people that take that side of the religion. There, however, some people believe that there are many gods and goddesses. And there's a male and female and things like that. Like the god world is like us and they breed and so on. So yeah, you have that side of it as well, and therefore you'll hear people saying, well, my god is Anubis, and my goddess is Isis or Hecate or the Morrigan, or so forth, so forth. So that's where that side of it comes. That's where they take their daily life practices of witchcraft into the religion of paganism, Wicca, blah blah blah. So a Christian witch is not going to do that. A Christian witch is going to believe in their one God, but they're going to incorporate witchcraft into their religion and believe tarot cards and rune stones and pendulums and things like that are all from God to help. It's gifts from gods, basically. You're given these gifts from God. And the gods and goddesses, some may research into them, or some may say, okay, well, you know, I'm gonna read a book about Hecate or this or that or the other, and they believe that's just the one god's personality shining through into different gods and goddesses, let's say. So I'm back, just had to quickly pause that again, sorry. So yeah, I was talking about mainstream religions incorporating, you know, with different spiritualities and faiths and things like that, and obviously then some Christians will incorporate the gods and goddesses into their practice. Some people believe there is one God, but there's these energies of the gods and goddesses as well. Whereas some will only literally believe in the one God and just probably portray the different gods and goddesses as the male and female side of God. But then you've got some, like I said, Christians that will only believe in the one God and Jesus and Mary, and they will not incorporate any form of anything to gods and goddesses. Nothing. They won't think about that side of the craft, let's say. If this is making sense, it's starting to turn really rambly. But I hope you get where I'm going with that, and I hope I can make some more detailed videos for you in the future. So if I've got some memory on my phone left, I want to get into a couple of books that I really recommend, and if you can really get your hands on these, then I would suggest them. So they're more to do with witchcraft rather than paganism or Wicca. I just deal with straight witchcraft, nothing more, nothing less. So I first want to mention Silver Ravenwolf because I actually like her work. It's very easy to understand, especially if you're a beginner and if you've got children, stuff like that. So she's just easy to read and get along with. Some people don't like her, but again, I will say, just because you don't like an author, they might have some good bits of material in their book, but you might not agree with everything, but then you might not hate everything. For example,